I'm going to run the company with your husband. We're gonna take over the sales and staff. Mia and Sam said this with an unpleasant smirk. I was speechless. As soon as we graduated from college, we started a small business. Just as the company began to turn a profit, this happened. The two of them cornered me in the office, laughing. Thanks for everything up to now. But we don't need you anymore. Sam and I can handle it on our own. Sam nodded in agreement with Mia's triumphant words. It seems they planned to cut me out along the way from the start. I gritted my teeth. To think I considered these two as my best friend and a kind husband. But now I've seen it. This is their true nature. Well, that's just how it is. Mia. Sam. I have my pride too. And I won't let you trample on it. Bring it on, Mia. I'm Camila. 29 years old. I met Mia and Sam in college and together, we started a small company. We call it a handyman service, but it's mainly about housekeeping. When we started, there were no other employees, so the three of us juggled multiple roles. During this time, Sam proposed to me. I loved him, so I naturally said yes. Mia congratulated us. What kind people they seemed to be. I thought I was truly blessed with friends. Until I heard a rumor that Mia liked Sam too. Well, I'm off then. Be careful on the road. Sam said casually as Mia was about to leave for work. Mia's got a poor sense of direction. No worries. I've been to this client several times. The GPS knows the way, Mia said proudly. Laughter erupted among the employees. Mia was a favorite among everyone. Ever since our student days, she was smart but had her airhead moments, loved by everyone as the quintessential ditz. I liked Mia too. We hit it off immediately in college and started dreaming of starting a business. Eventually, Sam joined us, and our dream started to feel more real. And now, here we are, living that dream. Sam, I'm worried. Go with her. Camila, you're so demanding. Sam shrugged as if he were reluctant. The employees still looked on fondly. Eventually, Sally, one of our older employees, decided to accompany Mia. Sally was actually someone I was a bit uncomfortable with. To be honest, I was a little relieved when I couldn't see Sally anymore. Of course, I don't intend to discriminate against any employees. But Sally doesn't like me. It's obvious. I don't know why, though. Sally was bad-mouthing the boss again during the break. Whispered one of the employees. I sighed. I don't mind. It's nothing new. But it was awful. She said that Sam used to be Mia's boyfriend and you stole him. What? I dropped the papers I was holding. They scattered across the desk. As I scrambled to pick them up, I tried to force a smile. That's terrible. Sam's only ever been into me. But according to Sally, Sam and Mia were the original couple and I was the intruder. But it was Sam who proposed, and Mia never said anything about it. Probably just baseless gossip, as usual. Why does Sally always have to speak ill of me? I don't know. I could only shake my head. Sally is 63 years old and one of the longest-serving employees. All I know about her is that she's been living with her eldest son and his wife since her husband passed away. Just a regular lady. So why does she dislike me? Why spread such terrible lies? I just don't understand. And if I don't understand, I can't deal with it. It wasn't always like this, though. When did it start? Right, it might have been that day. The day of the party after the drinking get-together. Maybe it was that day. Which day? You know, Mia gets drunk easily. She started crying all of a sudden that day. Sally was comforting and encouraging her, but things changed the day after. Sally was just a regular lady. But after that day, she started disliking me. Why? Well, that makes sense. Another employee, who had been busy with paperwork, chimed in. It's well known among us that Mia badmouths the boss when she's drunk. What? I blinked in disbelief. Hey, that was supposed to be a secret. It's not something you can keep hidden. Boss, you should be careful around Mia. For now, Sally's the only one who takes those insults seriously. The employee said this lazily and returned to his work. I was filled with disbelief. Mia, badmouthing me. Yes. The employee who started the conversation looked awkward. Mia waits until you're not around to start talking. It's all baseless, terrible gossip. I can't believe it. I thought it must be some kind of joke. Mia is my best friend. The idea of her speaking ill of me. I just can't believe it. But the worst part is Sam. Sam? Why is Sam being brought up here? I frowned, and the employee continued hesitantly. Sam was laughing and even encouraging Mia when she was saying those awful things about you. That's a lie. I stood up from my chair and grabbed my smartphone. I called Mia. Hello? Hey, stop kidding around. Kidding? About what? Sally is badmouthing me because of you. Isn't that awful? Well. Mia paused, seeming to ponder. I was desperately hoping that Mia would proclaim her innocence. There's no way Mia would betray me. Hey, Mia. Oh, come on. Mia's voice was as cheerful as ever. I felt relieved. It must be a lie, what the employees said. Sally must have been badmouthing me so persistently that everyone decided to make up this joke. Really? Everything's been found out. What? I sounded dumbfounded. What did Mia just say? I was planning to slowly turn people to my side, but since no one's biting except for Sally, maybe it's time for a different approach. What are you talking about, Mia? Just kidding. What? Mia burst into laughter the next moment. Don't take it seriously. We're friends, right? I would never do something like that. Right. I slumped back into my chair, feeling drained. The employees looked worriedly at me. Mia was still laughing on the phone. Innocent, charming Mia. She was like everyone's idol. She's still popular among the employees. And I liked her too. Liked her, I suppose. It was all a lie, right? Yeah, all lies. Mia affirmed my words. But Sally's attitude and the rumors among the employees left me confused. What's the truth? I had no idea. About Sally. I hesitated. Honestly, I didn't want to have this conversation. But Sally's attitude towards me is strange. I plan to talk to Mia and Sam about it. What's wrong? She's just so tough on me. I think it's going to be hard to continue working with her. You're not thinking of firing her, are you? Sam looked at me sternly. Mia's smile had vanished too. I couldn't look them in the eye and cast my gaze down. But her badmouthing is just too much. It must be hard to hear such things. Mia sympathized. She's kind after all, I thought. But then Mia said something unexpected. It's funny from the sidelines, though. What? Never mind. Camila, think it over. Sally is our ace, and we've known her for a long time. It'd be cruel to kick her out now. I agree. Their opinions were the opposite of mine. Certainly, Sally had many clients who specifically requested her. And she was the first employee we hired after starting the company. I do have feelings for her. But, like I said before, Sally's harshness towards me is because of Mia. There are rumors about it. If Mia's reputation falls along with mine, that can't be helped. Mia said, looking troubled. Because it's true. Mia. I sighed. Lately, Mia seemed to enjoy teasing me. As if she was manipulating Sally to take my place. Such a thing can't be true. Camila, you're too trusting. Sam said out of the blue. I looked at him in surprise and saw an unpleasant smirk on his face. What Mia is saying is true. I was dating Mia before. Sam, too? But then Sam got greedy. He saw that Camila was better in both performance and popularity. She was the only choice for president. So he left me for her. The two took turns speaking, uttering words I didn't want to hear. Stop it! But Camila, you're too naive. You can't survive in this business world filled with cunning competitors. Stop it! I shouted. My throat was burning. As I rubbed my throat, Mia started laughing. Just admit it, Camila. It's all true. I've been feeding Sally stories, and she's been taking them as gospel. I shivered at her words. That's crazy! Why would Mia do such a thing? It's obvious, isn't it? Mia's lips twisted as she spoke. You stole Sam from me. Not just that, at school, you were always ahead of me in grades. Everything. Because of you, I could never be number one. But Mia, you were voted the most beautiful girl in college. That's because I worked hard, pleasing everyone and being charming. But what about you? You got into the top 10 without any effort. That's not fair. Who's being unfair here? I had forgotten the pain in my throat. Tears were streaming down my face. Stop crying, it's pathetic. Exactly. Mia's the best, after all. I chose the wrong partner. Yeah, you did. Mia said, glancing sharply at Sam. She must have resented him for being able to switch sides so easily. But then, in the next moment, Mia turned to Sam with a sweet voice and a smile. Welcome back, Sam. No way! Mia, what are you really saying? Well, maybe we don't need Camila anymore to run the company. If that happens, Mia could be the president, and I could be her assistant. You're not interested in being president yourself? I don't want a position where all the responsibility is dumped on me. I'm more suited to be the number 2. Sam said this nonchalantly. Oh. This is a lie. A nightmare. I need to wake up soon. I can't bear this any longer. As I crouched down, crying, Mia suddenly said, Hey, Camila. If you think you've done something wrong to me, I'll give you a chance to atone. Atonement? What have I done wrong? Is it about Sam? I truly didn't know. But if it's true, I feel sorry. Just as I looked up, Mia said, Give me the company and your husband. Saying that, Mia smiled. We're gonna take over the company. We'll take the sales and the staff. The two of them laughed triumphantly. It was a terrifying smile. I finally realized. They used me, and now they want to kick me out of the company. Thanks for everything up to now. But we don't need you anymore. Sam and I can manage on our own. That's right. I'm gonna remarry Mia, so we don't need you anymore. Something snapped inside me at their words. They're taking liberties. I have my pride too. And they're trampling all over it. I won't just leave quietly. I glared at them without a word. Then I smiled at them. Do as you please. Oh, how noble of you. I slipped past them and left the area. Mia still looked triumphant. She must think I'm quietly accepting defeat. Let her think what she wants. We're not friends or anything anymore. Sam, I'll write the divorce papers. Just like that? Sam seemed a bit taken aback. Don't you see my charm? It doesn't matter. Mia crossed her arms with satisfaction. I turned back to them and said, Now I can go abroad without any worries. Huh? Mia let out a ridiculous voice. What's that? I got a job offer from a company. They wanted me as a head because I'm responsible for the company, but it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Go wherever you want. Mia added in a low voice. By the way, which company is it? I mentioned the name of a company. A globally renowned corporation that even children would know in this era. Mia raised her voice and expression. Why are you the only one getting scouted? I didn't get any offers. Neither did I. Sam said, looking confused. You're just an add-on. Mia's blunt words seemed to hurt Sam.
Really?
Even though Sam was like a little chit always following behind Mia and me. Sam was like an assistant or something. He was always following behind us like a little chick. Even Sam seemed upset by Mia's way of speaking.
Mia isn't being called either, right?
That's right.
Camila and I were partners. We've come this far together, so why is only Camila getting approached by such a big company?
Let me tell you, I said with exasperation.
Mia may have been in charge of publicity and the flashy jobs, but I was the one doing the crucial, behind-the-scenes work. Like sending emails to clients, for example.
Mia always found it bothersome, but I sent thank you emails to all our clients. I was happy they chose our company and wanted them to use our services again. I kept sending emails expressing gratitude. Then, one day, a client replied.
They had a grandchild working at that big company and talked about my work. That led to them wanting to meet me. She went abroad alone last month, right?
Sam suddenly remembered.
Why didn't you say that earlier? Well, I thought it was just a trip.
Sam was backpedaling. Mia looked furious. Until just now, she thought she had won. But it turned out to be another defeat against me.
That's why I'm going overseas.
I waved and left the office. Mia's screams echoed behind me, but I ignored them. After signing the divorce papers as promised, I arranged for movers.
Oh.
I've got an idea. I called another service on my smartphone.
Hello, I want to sell all the furniture in my house.
Negotiating was second nature to me. I finished the conversation swiftly. Then, there was a sound at the door. Sam had come home.
Camila.
What is it?
The house is yours, but if you're going overseas, you won't need it, right?
So,
don't worry. I've already arranged to sell the furniture and the house.
I said cheerfully. Sam screamed.
Why would you do that? Where am I supposed to live from tomorrow?
Just go to Mia's. I said it matter-of-factly. I was a bit surprised inside at how indifferent I felt towards Sam.
You're not selling the company too, are you?
That's impossible.
I need Mia's consent as a co-owner. Right.
Sam nodded, relieved.
Mia will run the company alone from tomorrow.
Be careful.
She doesn't do anything that seems troublesome. That's not gonna scare me. Just advice.
I said and went to the kitchen.
I'll make dinner.
Huh?
We're still married until the divorce is finalized. And I'm not going to slack off as a wife.
I've always made meals, no matter how busy I was. Never neglecting housework was my pride. Today would be the last time I'd cook for Sam.
Well then.
The menu was beef stew. I splurged a bit on good meat. I carefully sautéed it with onions in butter, adding a tomato salad and juice to complete the meal. We ate facing each other. There was hardly any conversation. But one thing Sam said lingered in my mind.
This is the last time I'll eat your cooking, huh? Was it good? Just average.
Sam, ever childlike, never complimented my cooking in the end. Still, I was satisfied. I had remained a good wife till the end. The next day, after confirming that the divorce papers were processed, I headed to the company. The office was buzzing. When I entered, an employee rushed up to me.
Boss! Is it true you're being pushed out of the company?
It's true. I once again shared that I was leaving the company and heading abroad alone. A murmur ran through the staff.
Boss is amazing. Boss, we can't run this company without you. I'm quitting this company.
What are you saying? I tried to calm them down. But all except one insisted on leaving the company. I'll stay. Of course, Sally said that. The youngest employee looked at Sally with disdain, opening their mouths to say something, but I stopped them. Instead, I spoke. Sally. What is it? Her curt response didn't faze me, I was used to it. In fact, The thought of not hearing her voice anymore made me feel somewhat sad.
Mia is flashy and likes to be the center of attention. Sam is indecisive and rarely takes initiative. Please take care of those two. I don't need to be told.
She glanced at me and nodded, as if she had always known.
Even if I'm the only employee left, I'll support them. I'm not like the other fickle staff. What did you say?
Stop it. I held them back, looking around the office. I had grown the company well. What will become of it without all the employees except for Sally? I won't be here to see it.
What are you doing in our company?
Mia's voice rang out. This place was no longer where I belonged. I left the office as Mia's footsteps approached. I headed to a restaurant specified by the client who introduced me and their grandchild. We parted with smiles. But I didn't take up their offer. I still had things to do.
What do you think you're doing?
Mia stormed into my office while I was working. I looked at her from my chair.
What is it? Weren't you going overseas? Why are you starting a business again here?
That's right. I didn't go overseas. Instead, I chose to restart here. The reason was simple.
How could I leave the employees who looked up to me without a place to work?
So,
you poach our employees and then act all high and mighty. I didn't poach them. They came to me because they couldn't work under you.
All the employees, except for Sally, had quit Mia's company as they declared. I couldn't leave them and go abroad alone. I had a duty to provide them with a safe working environment again.
Sally is there for you. That old lady alone can't cover everything. Sam is useless. That's for the president to manage,
I said dryly. Mia groaned, at a loss for words. I sighed and closed my laptop.
Mia, it's not bad to want everything.
Humans need ambition.
Whether that ambition comes from inferiority or aspiration, I think it's fine. Are you lecturing me? It's not just about lecturing. As the president, you have a duty to ensure that Sam and Sally aren't left stranded.
Of course, Mia herself would be damaged if the business failed. I felt sad about it too. That company was like my own child. Mia bit her lip.
But I don't know what to do. The jobs that were coming in smoothly at first are dwindling. And the online reviews are terrible. There are posts saying it was better when the former president was here. The customers are honest.
I shrugged.
Are you sending thank you emails to the customers, Mia? Are you treating them politely when you go to work? Stop nagging.
Mia stamped her feet. Like a child. I couldn't believe how wrong I was about people. Or maybe Mia's acting was just that good. Perhaps it's a combination of both. Before showing her true nature, Mia seemed like a kind and elegant woman to anyone. I never imagined she was this selfish and childish. Sam seemed to be floundering too.
There's another email.
After Mia left crying, I reopened my laptop. An email from Sam. I didn't need to read it to know the contents. He was asking if I could hire him at my new company, maybe even considering a reconciliation. How selfish can a man be? Dependent on women, isn't he ashamed?
Sam and Mia have broken up, it seems,
said a female employee, bringing coffee.
Really? Apparently, he broke up with her as soon as he heard you were starting a business again. I've heard from him directly.
I propped my cheek on my hand. I needed to meet with Sam to clear things up. That weekend, I called Sam to a cafe near the company. Sam looked pleased and was overly attentive to me.
Long time no see. Have you been well?
Yes, well enough. If only you and Mia had been more reliable, I would have been more at ease. Sam's attitude suggested that would be difficult.
Food tastes better when I see Camila's face. Ah, but the food you cooked was even better. Is that so?
He never complimented my cooking when we were married. I checked my watch and spoke curtly.
I have no intention of remarrying you or hiring you at my company. Don't say that, for old time's sake.
We're no longer a couple. I flatly dismissed Sam's sentimental notion. Well, I have to go.
Wait! If you persist, I might consider consulting a lawyer.
What? Sam's eyes widened in fear. Good. A coward like Sam wouldn't dare to follow me any further. I paid my share and decided to return to the company. Sam whined behind me.
Splitting the bill after calling me out here.
Oh, are you offering to pay the full amount? Leaving a groaning Sam behind, I left the cafe. Unfortunately, the company Mia managed eventually collapsed. Poor online reviews and her attitude drove customers away. I felt sorry for Sally who lost her job, but it couldn't be helped.
Please hire me at your company. I beg you. Please, I'm asking you.
Now, they were bowing their heads to me. After all that arrogance, what are they saying now? Please leave. I said it very politely, yet distantly. You don't belong here anymore.
It's all because you started a rival company.
Mia once again revealed her true nature. Sam was shocked, but Mia didn't care and continued shouting.
All the customers are going to your place, I know it.
I didn't direct them to do so. I said in a soothing tone. The employees and the customers made their own choices. Do you think I alone could influence so many people? Even Mia must know the truth deep down. What was right and what went wrong? The decision to force me out of the company. Her failure to sincerely fulfill her duties as president. It all comes down to the word popularity. Please leave now. If you continue to cause a scene, I'll have to call the police, just so you know.
No way!
Sam uttered in agony, and Mia collapsed to the ground, holding her head. Ignoring them, I returned to my work. I had clients and employees waiting for me. I couldn't afford to stop. Tyler Smith. That was the name of the person who had introduced me to the big company. He, working for that company, had started contacting me regularly. Our conversations were always enjoyable. They were insightful, and he had a great sense of humor in his choice of words. I'm glad I met you, Camila. In one of his emails, he wrote those words with deep emotion. It's been a while since I've had a friend abroad. Friend. That word pained my heart. I had been betrayed by those I thought were my friends. But I had one. I'm not so weak as to let it end up being outwitted. That incident made me realize it. Hesitating a little, I typed a reply. I'm also glad to have met you, Tyler. If you ever come back here, please let me know. I'd be happy to have a meal together. I still couldn't use the word friend. I couldn't let go of my guard, not towards the word friend, but towards Tyler. Still, I was certain. Soon, I would be calling Tyler a friend. I can't dismiss someone who opens their heart to me. Especially since I've started to trust him. Speaking of trust, the same goes for my employees. I'm still grateful to them for believing in me and following me.
Boss!
Yes. At the innocent call, I stood up from my chair. Feeling a natural smile.